Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm planning on taking you through the last couple days of my spring break, and today I am going to be on my way to get a color analysis done, which to my knowledge, a color analysis is basically when you meet with a color expert or something like that, and they help you figure out what your color palette should be based off of your skin tone and just different things like that. I'm really not super knowledgeable about how the process goes, but I finally decided that with some birthday money and some personal money, I'm finally going to get one of these done because I just feel like I want to know. I want to know what she's going to say. And so the closest one to where I live is a little bit of a drive away. So it is time to get going. Hey guys, let me just say I am so sorry. I think I just got a little nervous when I got to this lady's house for the color analysis, and I didn't I didn't remind her that I wanted to film. But guys, I learned that I am a winter, and it is so good to know. I've been gravitating toward winter colors anyway, and I feel like once you kind of see the pictures of me like draped with the colors of the winter palette, that I think you'll agree. Even if you don't agree, I saw myself when she was like draping the colors over me and whatever, but I'm so excited that I just know. But she was so nice. I would highly recommend her. I would highly recommend House of Color, and it was such a good time. It is about 12:11 right now, so I am going to go ahead and make my way back home. I wish I could stay longer in the 30A area, but I do have some things that I want to do at home before we kind of drive over to my sister's place to celebrate my nephew's birthday tonight. But I had such a good time, guys, and I would definitely recommend the stylist Erin and House of Color. So I've been back home for a couple hours, made some lunch, and I am finally excited to unpack my little takeaways from my color analysis today. Just to be completely transparent, the analysis itself did cost $300. So it is not a cheap analysis to go through, but with how Erin went through the analysis, that money was very well spent. In my mind, like obviously, yeah, that is a decent bit of money, but for the process, I am glad that I paid her that much because I just learned a lot, and in my opinion, I think she did just such a good job. Before I get into showing you just all the goodies that I got after leaving my color analysis appointment, I did want to show you I'll show you my before picture somewhere over here, and I have no idea why I didn't think that I could smile with my teeth, but there's the before, and then here is the after for my winter colors. And again, I absolutely am so pleased with the outcome, and I've been gravitating toward these colors anyway, so I am so happy with the color analysis. So in this super cute bag, I got a few things. I'll show you my favorite thing last, but I got this winter card thing talking about identifying my colors, building a wardrobe. She walked me through this a decent bit, and this is super good to have. The thing that I am most excited about, it is this winter almost color swatch thing. It shows the winter colors, which is clear, bright, vivid, icy, have high contrast value. Oh, a quote from Emerson. Love that. These are my different whites. Apparently winter is the only color that quote unquote actually can hold and support black. Here are my different hues. These are all so cool to have. I forget which one was, I had a few wow colors. There were so many colors that I just absolutely loved. One thing that's also cool is that it has these comparisons like spring, summer, autumn, and then here I am with winter. So this thing was something that I forgot is a part of the package, if you will, but I am super excited about this. The last couple things that I did go ahead and add on was this particular lip gloss. It is a little bit sparkly, but I tried this and it's super lovely. I've been really wanting to get into a lip gloss. And then this is the lipstick that I currently have on. It's called Berry, and it's such a good color. I just love it. If I'm going to keep wearing it the rest of the day, I should probably reapply it. But got the lipstick and the lip gloss. That was an additional cost, of course, but I am so pleased. So joke's on me. I totally thought that I was doing great on time, but I got back around 2 and already it is just about time for me to go pick up my husband from work and then to head to my sister's from there, which is another good 45 minutes to an hour away from here, but I still need to wrap my nephew's gift. So I'm going to wrap my nephew's gift really quick, pack up the things that we're bringing over to my sister's place, and then pick up my husband. Clearly, Ryan and I went on a bit of an adventure this morning, getting some different things for our raised garden bed in the backyard. And so that was kind of the agenda for today after we slept in. While he is working on that outside, I am going to spend some time resetting the house a little bit. There is laundry to fold over here. There is a kitchen to reset over there. And is just about 3:56 at this moment. At 5:30 we have a dinner reservation at a little place not too far from here. So we have a decent little bit to get some things done and we'll kind of see what happens. Sometimes it is just really nice to get the house reset. It's so interesting because this week has been spring break for me, and I was looking at a past, my only past spring break vlog from last spring break, and that was when we decided to like paint our master bedroom, and that was really the main goal, and it got done. But I had like very minimal social engagements like that week compared to this week, where it's just been a bit of a busier week, which is not a bad thing. But it was funny because starting this week out, I was totally actually planning on giving our guest bathroom like a facelift, painting it, new curtain rod, new mirror, new light fixture, take out old shelves, put in new shelves, like that kind of a facelift. And it could have been done if that was like the only focus for the week, but it just protects our peace and our sanity more when we realized, you know, we spent all this time gathering the materials this week. We might as well just save the project for whenever school gets out so that we both could work on it, and it's like focused days, not spread out in tiny bits of time throughout the week. Like, I just don't think I can really accomplish things like that. Some people might be able to, but I just cannot. So it's been a good week, but I've been telling my friends, as some of them have been like, oh, how do you feel about going back to school this coming Monday already? And I'm just like, you know, past me actually helped myself out a decent bit by getting a lot of grading done, getting my lesson plans done. The Monday we get back will be really chill for all parties involved, not a big lesson, you know, things like that. It'll be really fun reconnecting with the students again and asking if anybody wants to share anything in particular that happened over spring break, and it's gonna be good. I just have a lot of peace right now about where I am, the school I'm at, the position that I'm in, and truly, unless if the Lord directs otherwise, I really can see myself being at this school and in this 9th grade ELA position for one thing, for as long as the Lord sees fit, but for another thing, unless if I get fired for something crazy, which I don't foresee myself doing anything that crazy to get to that point, but it's just an interesting spot to be in. And especially today being Friday, we going back to school on Monday, it's just an interesting time of the year because I'm obviously a little sad that spring break is basically over, but also like time is just going to keep marching on, and you can't stop time. As human beings, we cannot do that. So we might as well just kind of roll with it and not overload ourselves with plans or expectations above that which is truly attainable and achievable. Because if we overload ourselves, then we just, well, in my opinion, we wouldn't really enjoy our days as much as we could. We would, instead of being like, okay, maybe I can get this, and this done today, we might be stressing ourselves out more by saying, oh, how am I going to fit all of this in the day? So take it from a chronic over-planner like me, a recovering one, maybe, and just make the time for the things that are really necessary or the things that you actually can accomplish. So don't beat yourself up too hard over this, that, and the other. And just do your best, because there is no need to stress yourself out over things, period. Unless if things are time sensitive, then you should get those things done. But otherwise, just do what you can with the time and the resources that you have. And folks, that is today's laundry thought. I am going to finish doing some of this laundry, and then I think I have time. I want to show you guys a birthday gift that my sister got for me. That is a very bookish gift that I'm very excited to open up and to place where they need to be. So I'll finish this up, and then I'm very excited to show you that bookish gift. All right, so these 3 books here are some of my truly favorite books out there. This is the Agapéd Series by Hannah Lindsay. She's coming out with her next book in this series at the end of May. It's up for pre-order now, so I'll put that link below because that is so exciting. But these books are works of art in so many ways. She draws her illustrations, and of course, she writes her own books. But there are these page overlays where it's just this thin little thing that you stick into the book, and it is an illustration, obviously, of what is going on in the book. So this is actually a copy that I got off of her Etsy, which I'll also link below because it's so lovely. But it is also a signed copy. And it's funny because when I started this series, I ordered the book first, but in my opinion, it was just taking too long to get here. So I actually also bought the ebook version and I read it as an ebook and finished it before even the physical copy came. So sometime I need to go back through it and annotate and highlight what I annotated in the Kindle version in this book. So I have the book and the page overlays for her first book. This is her second book in the series, and it is, again, another work of art. This is one, I want to say that this is actually the book that I started annotating for the first time, like, ever. So let me see. Different things I've annotated as we get kind of near the end, like kind of annotated certain sections, me kind of like saying certain things like, I love found family and things like that. I just love it. So there's this book. And then this is her third book, which is my favorite so far of the books that have officially come out. And this is also the book for the first time that I put little tabs in to save some of my favorite spots. And again, work of art. So the thing that I wanted to show you guys is from this little package thing here. My sister got these for me for my birthday, and it's been on my wish list for a while, but they are the page overlays, the illustration things for these 2 books. So I'm going to put them into the books, and it'll just be a very fun bookish thing to do. Obviously, I want you to also read the books and to get the overlays yourself, so I'm not going to show you all of them, but you can see some of them as we go along. So these are really fun because she packaged both books' page overlays in this little packet. I got one of the wishing stars as an extra little sticker that she put in there. And this shows where you put the specific page overlays. So that is really good to have. Then we have another illustration of hers with her businesses on the back. another bookmark. That was a freebie to put in there. So let's get to work on the Paragon Games overlays. I am so happy with how all of these page overlays turned out. Hannah just does such a great job with illustrating and writing, and I'm very excited for her next book to come out. If you are, I'm telling you, a fan of fantasy, but also like very accessible fantasy with a bit of a romance subplot, but lots of found family and lots of heartfelt moments. I have been describing like this series to people as kind of like a very accessible, like Studio Ghibli, Lord of the Rings, Avatar, The Last Airbender vibes, but just such a fan of this series. But that is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel if you so desire, and don't forget to leave a comment if there is anything you would like to add. But thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.